Kevin, just zip it. Good morning. Welcome back to Cesar's Reality World. I'm Cesar. As you can see, I'm the only one here. So, yep, that makes me Cesar. Thank you for coming back. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm begging you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Also, please subscribe. I'm begging you. So comment, like, share, do whatever you can do to help me out. Please, please, please. As you know, this is about Big Brother All-Stars. I tell you everything that happened last night. Not everything, just the good parts because they talk a lot and ain't nobody got time for all that. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's do this. What a day, I tell you. What a day. We still don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if Davonne is going to use the veto or not. The whole house is all messed up. Everybody's scrambling around. Davonne isn't really talking to us, so we don't know what's going on. But today's veto ceremony day, so let's see what happens, right? Okay, well, yesterday we start off with Memphis and Kevin. Kevin is campaigning for votes. He asked Memphis if he could have his vote or whatnot. Memphis tells him that there is no such thing as a big alliance, that he's gonna have to go to every person individually and try to get the votes. Kevin says, okay, cool. I mean, not okay, cool. You know, he's always whining and complaining and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, that's what they talk about. Memphis also tells him about how David overplayed his power and he's probably going up to the diary room telling them how he fooled everybody and blah, 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 when everybody already knows he's got the power. So yeah, they haven't showed any of that on the episode, but I'm pretty sure Memphis is right on the dot in this situation. I'm pretty sure David is actually bragging or something, like he did something great, when really he could have used that power, talk to Dani, tell him, hey, don't put me up, I have this power, whatever, blah, 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 and then probably save that power for the following week. But no, he's just going week by week, which isn't a good move. I feel like he just wasted that power, to be honest, but it did create chaos, so that's cool. It made my week better, so that's cool. Anyhow, that's all they talk about. Then we see Nicole. She's in the backyard talking to herself, well, talking to us. She's saying how she doesn't trust Tyler and it's not fair that they want to vote out her closest ally only because Davonne won a veto. And then at one point she says, how is it fair that only because Davonne wants a veto, she has to lose her closest ally, but not her? I'm not sure if she meant her as in Davonne, because obviously she lost her closest ally, Bailey left, or she's talking about Christmas and not wanting to get rid of Tyler, right? So I'm a little confused. Twitter world is saying that it's all about Bailey. I don't know if she actually meant Bailey. That's just my opinion. What do you think? Do you think she meant Bailey or do you think she's talking about Christmas and Tyler? Let me know. Anyhow, that's all she talks about. And yeah, I mean, she does say she doesn't want to get rid of Ian and she doesn't want to get rid of Davonne. She likes Davonne, but at this point, I mean, it's either Davonne or the Alliance, and she's gonna go with the Alliance. That's what. Then later we see Nicole and David talking. They're talking about the votes for this week. Nicole tells David that she thinks it's gonna be a tie and Dan's gonna have to break the tie. David goes, ooh, whatever. You know, David doesn't really say much, and everything he says, it's just nonsense. So yeah, anyhow, that's what they talked about. Then we see Nicole and Dani. They're having a conversation. Dani tells Nicole that she believes Cody wants her to convince Day not to use the veto. That way Kevin remains on the block and then everybody vote out Kevin. Then Dani also asks Nicole if she would be willing to vote out Ian if Ian goes up on the block. Nicole at this point says that she doesn't want to vote out Ian, but she also doesn't want to make Dani the tiebreaker. So she's just not happy about the situation, but she doesn't want to break Ian's trust, so she doesn't really want to vote against Ian. That is what's happening in that situation. Then Dani tells her that her primary goal is to get Davonne not to use the veto, and then her second goal, if anything arises or whatever, to get Tyler out of the house. So that is what the conversation is all about, whether to keep Ian or not. Dani wants to get rid of Ian. Nicole doesn't. Dani didn't want to get rid of Ian till yesterday when Cody convinced her that Ian needs to be the one going home. I'm not really sure what's going on here. I don't know why Cody has so much power over these two girls. They're supposed to be good players, but if they can't clearly see that Cody is having them do their dirty work and having them do whatever benefits him, then I don't know. They're blind or something.
I don't understand. I don't understand, bitch.
I don't get it. I don't really know what's happening there. Anyhow, that's what's up. Let's move on. We see Kevin and Davonne talking about what they need to do and what not. Kevin at one point asks her if she thinks they can flip Tyler over to their side. I don't know what Kevin's doing. Kevin, just zip it. No more. Just stop. This dude, I don't know. Okay, moving on. Then we see David and Davonne talking. David warns Davonne that people are trying to make him feel like they're not going to vote out Kevin because they want to make sure that she doesn't use the veto, which is true. That's what they're doing. They're trying to make them all feel safe. So David finally, he sees something and kind of goes along with it. He's actually seeing what's going on. So that's the first. Yeah! Good job, David. Anyhow, he even says that even Ian came up to him and said that if Davonne uses the veto, she's just gonna make a bigger target out of herself and blah 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 blah. Davonne at this point says that doesn't bother me. It doesn't scare me one bit. So she knows she's already at the bottom of the totem pole. So Davonne, you know, again, I said it yesterday. I'm saying it again. Davonne, I know she sees what's going on. I know she knows she has to do it and use the veto to save Kevin. I just don't have faith that she will do that. So, I mean, we have a few hours left. I'm hoping she uses it. I'm hoping she sees the light and yeah, make it happen. All right. But yeah, that's what we're talking about. Then we see Dani and Nicole. They're talking. Dani tells her that Kevin came up to her and told her that he doesn't think Davonne will use the veto to save him. I don't know why I keep saying power. Anyhow, he doesn't think that Davonne will be saving him, which is good for them because they don't want to change the nominations. Well, that's what Dani's telling Nicole. So that's what they talk about. And then we also see Memphis and Cody talking. And Memphis tells Cody that he doesn't want to get rid of Tyler. It doesn't really matter what happens. But if Dani wants to push for Tyler to go home, he doesn't care. He's not voting Tyler out. Cody agrees with that one. So Dani could get in a little bit of trouble. I'm just saying because I don't know if Nicole's going to talk to her and convince her to vote out Tyler over Ian or if she's going to try to vote Tyler over Kevin. I don't know, but Dani just needs to kind of chill after the veto ceremony. Just let it happen. Not even push for anything because she's not in a good position right now. I think she knows also that her HOH wasn't the best HOH. That's just my opinion. Again, I'm not a Dani fan, but I am talking as if I'm Dani. Like for her own game, she just needs to do whatever she gotta do. And then after the veto ceremony, sit back and that's it. Be done with it. Then we see Cody, Memphis, and Enzo. Again, they're worried about the nominations. They don't believe that Dani will nominate Ian. So Enzo's a little worried about that and they're worried about losing a number. Cody knows that she said she would nominate Ian. So I don't know why this is happening really when everybody knows Ian will go up. But yeah, they're talking about it. They're worried. I mean, these guys are nervous. They're nervous, which makes me happy because I've never seen them nervous. So, yep. Come on. So later on, we see Nicole and Kevin. Nicole promises Kevin that she would vote for Tyler to go and for him to stay. Again, this is the plan. She doesn't really mean it. They want Kevin gone. So they're just trying to make him feel safe so that Davonne doesn't use the veto on him. That's what they talk about. And then you see Memphis with Christmas. They're talking about how Dani is acting weird. I guess the night before, whenever they met upstairs, it felt off. They both think that Dani's acting a little shady, which is not good. Again, I'm going to say it again. Dani, once the nomination or the veto ceremony is done, just keep your mouth shut, lay down, relax, let the house do whatever they want to do. Don't push too hard for anything because you're not in a good position to do that. Listen to me. And I am not your biggest fan, so listen to me, okay? Cool. Moving on. Then we see Nicole and Cody talking. Nicole's a little worried about the viewers. Us is going to view the fact that she lied to Kevin about the vote. Cody tells her, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're all doing it. And the fans love you. Everybody loves you. I don't know about that. He's lying. I'm just saying. Then we see Davonne and Kevin talking a little bit more. They're trying to figure out who will get nominated if he uses the veto. Kevin thinks it's going to be Christmas. I know Davonne knows it's not going to be Christmas because Davonne told her that Christmas has the power. So either way, I mean, this conversation is going nowhere. They're just talking about renoms and whatnot. And again, Davonne is not saying a word to anybody about what she's doing, not even us. Again, I'm a little worried. Just saying. All right. What do you think she's going to do? Let me know down there. Comment. All right. Thank you. Let's move on. Then we see Memphis, Nicole, and Christmas. They think that they're doing a great job convincing Kevin that he's safe and convincing everybody that Davonne doesn't need to be using the veto. Dani's the only one that's a little worried about the whole situation. She still doesn't think that Davonne is convinced that she doesn't need to be using the veto. She's worried that Davonne's going to be using the veto. As she should be. She's the one that knows, to be honest, because Davonne has talked to her. So, no, she doesn't know for sure, but she knows that Davonne is still thinking about it. So, there's that. Then you see Ian and and Nicole. Ian tells Nicole that he thinks they're okay. He doesn't think they're in any danger, and he doesn't want Davonne to use the veto. That's it. Then you see Enzo and Davonne talking. This kind of confused me a little bit because at some point they start talking about Christmas, and Enzo says, "Yeah, she's bugging me. Yo, that's it. She's bugging me. Blah 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 blah." And then he also mentioned something about, I think they want me to convince you not to use the veto. Blah blah blah. But then the feeds go out, so we don't know. I don't know if they continue the conversation or not. But either way, I'm not sure about this conversation. I don't know what really just happened. I don't know why Enzo would tell her that. I thought Enzo was in with the other group saying or trying to convince her to not use the veto. So I'm not sure. We missed it. Nobody knows. We will never know because you gotta remember the episodes, they're edited, so they don't really show everything. So we'll never know what happened there. Feeds come back. It's like way late. It was like 4.5, 5 hours. Who knows how many hours later they came back. We see Davonne and Dani. They're talking. Dani again tells her that she's not gonna tell her what to do with the veto. Then Davonne tells her she only has 3 people in that house that she trusts, and that's Dani, Nicole, and Kevin. I don't know what she's doing now. Maybe she's just telling them that to make them feel better or not. But regardless, those are the 3 people that she trusts in the house. And she really doesn't want Kevin going. And they keep talking, blah, blah, blah. Then Dani tells her that she thinks she shouldn't use the veto on Kevin because nobody likes Kevin or whatever, and Kevin will still go up the next week. So it will be worthless for her to use the veto on Kevin. Then again, I don't know if that's a good idea. I mean, I don't know why she would even say that because so what? That's another week. That's good for her. And what if Kevin wins HOH? Then what? She's good. She's safe. So no, I don't know. I'm not sure what her angle was with this, but whatever. Who knows? Only Dani knows. Either way, that's the conversation. Davonne still hasn't decided whether she's gonna use it or not. We still don't know. Good job, Davonne. You're keeping the house on pins and needles. So then we see Dani and Cody talking. She tells her that she still doesn't know whether Davonne is going to use it or not. She's worried. She's also worried that she's pushing too hard. And then she says that if the veto gets used, Ian will go up and then Ian has to go. And Nicole's going to have to vote with them because if not, then she's against her and she'll let her know. So she wouldn't be happy with Nicole. Then a few later, Dani wakes everybody up, everybody from the committee, Memphis, Christmas, and Nicole. So then they have like an alliance meeting in her room. And basically she wants to hijack the veto ceremony. And during the veto ceremony, have like a vote and ask people to raise their hand if they're voting Tyler out, and then everybody needs to raise their hand. That way, Davonne won't use the veto on Kevin because she'll feel safe. Memphis doesn't think it's a good idea because then that's going to expose the alliance. And then Dani tells him, no, I mean everybody. I'm going to get everybody to do it. Everybody's going to raise their hand. But yeah, that's what they talk about. She's going to ask production if she can have the nominees leave the ceremony so they can do the vote so that way they don't see what's going on. Anyhow, that's what they're talking about. I really don't know if that's going to happen. I don't think they'll go through with it. I mean, it's pretty ballsy to do that. I also think that it's messed up that they will do that. I mean, to Davonne, I don't know how the viewers will see this. I'm just saying, I just think it would be bad. So I don't know. I don't know if she wants to do this for real. Dani, I don't know, Dani. I don't know. I already told you. Sit back. All right. That's everything that happened last night. Well, throughout the day and last night. It's been kind of crazy because, nobody knows what's going on. It's making my week better. It's entertaining. It's fun. It's fun to see these people who have been safe the whole time kind of scramble around now. That's great. Davonne winning that veto made it interesting for us. And also Dani, I gotta thank Dani because Dani was the one that actually made this happen. Whether it was good for her or not, she's making it a good week for us. So good job, Dani. Anyhow, so that's what it is. They're planning on hijacking the veto ceremony. One last effort to convince Davonne not to use the veto. Nicole's not happy. Davonne is not telling anybody what's going on. Not even us. Cody and Memphis, they're saying they're gonna vote out Tyler regardless of what happens. So whether Dani or not want it, they're still voting Tyler out. And then Kevin's still whining and crying. So there's that. Anyhow, that's it. I'm done. If anything good happens today, I'll come back and let you guys know. If not, I'll come back tomorrow. But either way, veto meeting should be soon, in a few hours. So I'm excited. All right, that's pretty much it for me. I'll talk to you later. Bye.